for posterity. I want to start off by first off showing you a video from Ray Lewis. Let me get this up on the screen here. So as I was thinking about today, and especially what the theme of the meeting is going to be coming off of, I also need to fix my audio, 1 second on this one. But I was thinking of the theme of the meeting coming off of New Year's. We're good. All right, so coming off of New Year's and going into the brand new year, what this meeting was going to be about, the concept of being pissed off for greatness really resonated with me. So I'm going to play this short video, and we'll use that as our theme and jumping off point for the day.
I can't thank you guys for the opportunity. Let me tell you something. If tomorrow wasn't promised, what would you give for today? Forget everything else. Forget everything else. Forget that there was any sunlight left. What would you spend today thinking about? Yourself or the man that's beside you? Or the man that you know you'll give everything in your heart for? We get one opportunity in life, one chance in life to do whatever you're going to do, to lay your foundation, to make whatever mark you're going to make, whatever legacy you're going to leave your legacy. And it's found through effort. Wins and losses come a dime a dozen. But effort, nobody can judge effort. Because effort is between you and you. Effort ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. So that team that think they're ready to see you and think what they seen on film, they ain't saw what film shows. Because every day is a new day. Every moment is a new moment. So now you got to go out and show them that I'm a different creature now than I was 5 minutes ago. Because I'm pissed off for greatness. Because if you ain't pissed off for greatness, that means you're okay with being mediocre. Ain't no man in here okay with being just basic. So let's do what we do. Tonight, sir, we ain't got to worry about taking no breaks. Don't worry about taking no breaks.
All right, so I wanted to start there with the premise of being pissed off for greatness. And I want to show you, there is a lot of really exciting stuff happening across the Northeast region. First and foremost, this is our region sales report. So this is just the Eastern Seaboard alone. We had 19 sales reps get honorable mentions for being over $500. Actually, let me correct myself. This is not from the week that just ended. This is from the previous week, which officially for us was the final week of December 2017. We had 19 reps hit the honorable mention being over $500. All that really takes is 1 to 3 appointments. It's not even a job, it's a hobby, right? Which is why it's an honorable mention, but 2 average orders. We had 19 people, one of them from our team here. We had 20 reps over $1,000 hit the bronze standard. They did 6 to 10 appointments, or they just had one good one. And what that looks like, and this is the first thing you want to put in your notes, is do 2 set 2 times 4 days. Okay, so if you want to have a $1,000 sales week, if you want to get the bronze standard, what that means is that you need to work 4 days. You can take 3 days off. And on the 4 days that you work, you complete 2 appointments and you schedule 2 more appointments. Right? That right there is how you sell $1,000 consistently. We had 12 reps over $2,000 who hit our silver standard last week. They completed 10 to 12 appointments. And if you want to write this down, if you want to sell $2,000 in a week, you get a pay raise and a half. You work 5 days a week. You get 2 days off. And on the days that you work, you do 3 appointments and you schedule 3 more appointments. Right? That right there will consistently put you over $2,000 in sales. We had 2 people from our office do that, and Chris Starrett, who's a district manager up in Baltimore, did that. We had 5 reps hit the gold standard over $3,500 for the week. Something cool is that each one of those people made a minimum of $500, and then the top people made over $1,000 or more, which is pretty dang exciting. To get that done, you have to do 15 to 20 appointments in a week. And how do you do it? You can do it working only 4 days, still taking a 3-day weekend. But instead of doing 2 and setting 2, you double that, right? So you only work 4 days a week, but you do 4, you set 4, you get 4 essentially 6 to 7 hour work days and a 3-day vacation, and you make $500 to $1,000. Okay, and then we had last week, this is fired up, the final week of 2017, a lot of our top people were fighting to hit a year-end goal and close out a target for the year. So we had 21 people over $5,000 hit our platinum standard last week. They did 20 to 30 appointments, meaning they either did 5 and set 5, or they did 6 and set 6 for 5 days a week. So they put in 1 full week of hustle and sold over $5,000. And here's what's cool: 14 of the 21 didn't stop at going platinum. 14 of the 21 went double platinum, including 3 from our division here, and John Tevis, he's standing in the back of the room looking at this right now, ogling his name and smiling and nodding, right? So double platinum is where it's at. By the way, if you hit double platinum in your first month on the job, not only do you get 4 promotions to put on your resume, you hit Dirty 30, you get a letter of recommendation from the CEO, and you win a trip to Jamaica. It doesn't suck. It doesn't suck. So go double platinum in the month of January. Okay, for the top producers, we had the top field sales managers, Kayla, Bryce, and John, all ranked in the top 15 in the entire Northeast region. And then for the top 10 sales reps, they had to sell at least 1,200 to rank in the top 10, right? And that's not including top people. That's including brand new reps who just finished training in the last 2 weeks is who that includes. This is where it gets really exciting. What I just showed you is just the Eastern Seaboard. Again, that was technically the final week of 2017. What I have on the screen right now is the entire nation for the first week of 2018. So you can see on top there, it says January 2nd, 2009. So the first week of the year. I highlighted in yellow, number 1, sold $14,546 last week. Now, if you look at his name, it says Sean Potter, and then next to his name, it says SFSM. That means he's a senior field sales manager. He makes 50% commission. So he actually made $7,500 last week. Doesn't suck. Good start to the year. But I don't want to focus on him. What I want to focus on is everybody I highlighted in blue. Okay, so I unhighlighted the 3 people who are field sales managers, and 17 of the top 20 reps in the nation. That's a lie. 16 of the top 20 reps in the nation were brand new baby reps who just finished right after Christmas. Come on, that's good, right? 16 of the top 20, brand new, just out of training. I feel not so bad, but a little bit bad for the number 20, number 19, Alexis and Bailey. They both sold $5,900, but they're about half of a knife away from their $6,000 promotion. On the bright side, when they hit that, they'll hit their 3rd promotion. They'll be at 25%, and they'll have made $1,000 in their first week on the job. Come on. All right, that's good. By the way, the week ended officially on Tuesday, so there's actually a very good chance that both of those ladies got their $6,000 promotion today, and the report next week will show it. Right? If we go on up, everybody from number 18 on up sold over $6,000, has made at least $1,000 with the job in their first week so far. We had 4 new reps over $7,000 to $7,500 so far. They've all made over $1,300 with the job in their first week. And then we had 3 brand new reps over $8,000 who have each made over $1,600 in their first week on the job. And that's just by going platinum. Not a single one of them even went double platinum. Oh, it's good. It's good. Some of these guys are going to be winning Champions Night and Jamaica at the same time. for the national sales report for offices, this is right here. This is what got me pissed off for greatness. Something that's really exciting. By the way, I did not highlight any division managers. So division managers are people that are not overseeing one office. They're managing, in many cases, an entire state, or in our case, our division manager manages 4 states. I didn't highlight any of them. I compared district managers. These are people who are essentially in our league or our class or our weight category. And you can see the top one sold between $20 and $30, almost $38,000. And I'll tell you, as a team, we only sold $2,000 last week. So literally, these guys sold 10% or 100%. No, 100 times. Right, the worst one in the nation sold 100 times more than us. And when I looked at him, I was like, man, I like Darren. Darren's a good dude. He is not better than us, and we definitely need to get pissed off for greatness here. Okay, this is one thing that got me super fired up, and this is what I was showing to Landon as we were getting the stats filled in. This is the virtual demo sales report. This is really cool. If you look at all the people I highlighted in blue, they literally had one sale, right? One sale. They might have sold more on face-to-face appointments as well, but number 18 had one sale for $1,200. Number 16, one sale for $1,300. Number 15, one sale for $1,374. All the way up, number 6 had one sale for just shy of $2,000. So that was either an ultimate set with a lot of free stuff or a signature set plus some add-on accessories. We had number 4, one virtual demo sale for $2,500, and number 3, one virtual demo sale for $2,700, right? That is literally 1 hour of work, laying in bed in some cases with their feet propped up. There's so much opportunity out there. And in the most positive way possible, they had one sale that was more than our entire team sold last week. So that does get me encouraged for what we are capable of doing, as long as we bring the right level of action and effort going into this coming week, for sure. Okay, so we talked about this in training, and this is something I want you to remind yourself of. In training, you picked a target for yourself, right? We talked about if you want to make $500 in your fast start, you need to complete 20 appointments. If you want to make $1,000 in your fast start, you need to complete 30 appointments. If you want to make $2,000 in your fast start, you need to complete 50 appointments. And I know every single person in training picked a number. They said, this is the one that I want to do. And now is the time. You're halfway through your fast start when you have to ask yourself the question, am I on track for my number of appointments, right? If the answer is yes, then you're halfway to hitting your goal. But for the majority of people, the answer is no, that they haven't done half of the number of appointments that they need to do to hit their target, in which case they don't need to lower their goal. If you haven't done half of the appointments that you set out to do by today, then do not lower your goal. You need to increase your action because you set a target on day 1. If you haven't worked hard enough to hit it yet, you need to work harder to make sure you hit your target. Now that said, I've got a bonus for you where you get a 2-day extension. We had a meeting with all the managers in the Northeast region. We had decided that New Year's weekend was going to be a freebie, so your fast start does not end 10 days from when you started. It ends 12 days from when you started on Monday, January 7th at midnight, okay? I also mentioned the bonus for Jamaica. Just a reminder that every friend that you recommend to the team, once they get finished training and get their first sales, they count as $1,000 credit towards you winning Jamaica. You can get a maximum of $3,000 in credit. So it only takes 10 grand to go. If you personally sell 7,000 and your friends, and you get 3 friends on the team, you win Jamaica. So that is something worth fighting for and worth pushing for over the winter break here. So that said, I would like to walk through the schedule for this week. And if you can pull out your schedule or your planner, whatever you're using, I'll give you just a second to get that pulled out, and then we'll do a schedule.
Can I ask a question real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you send me a picture of this? Like, email me a picture of this?
Okay, once you get the schedule filled in, you already know the deal at this point, but make sure you fill in your workouts, your church time, family time, whatever other commitments that you have going on. cross off the dollar signs that you know you can't do. And then at the bottom of each day, set a goal of how many appointments you want to have for that day. And then what I'd like to have you do, please, is once you have your target from now until Monday, if you can please tell me what that number is for you. All right, beautiful. I just got your message, Afani, 15 appointments. That is really exciting. What I would recommend, by the way, is tonight, I would work on booking up at least 5 of them. Ideally, we get all 15, but make sure you get at least 5. And then at the 10Xs in the morning, assuming you're going to continue those, we'll make sure to make a round of calls each morning to get the rest of those lined up. But that is really, really exciting. Let's see. I also just want to give, I'm going to email this to you as well. You should have already gotten a copy actually, but I have on here every single event that is happening throughout the month of January. So I will make sure you get a copy of that you can print out as well. So here's what I'd like to do is I want to switch gears. Actually, give me 1 sec. I'm going to call the managers out here because I want them to see this as well. Yes, love this. So this is from Art Williams. If you're not familiar with him, you are most likely familiar with Primerica, one of the most successful investment firms in the entire world right now. He rivals Vanguard with the company that he built. And he gave this speech way back in the day, right, when he was brand new in the business. I think the company was only in business for 5 or 10 years at that point, and he used this as his jumping off point and built it into a megalith. So I wanted to wrap up our team meeting with this, and for the managers, launch you guys into your final 2 hours of phone jamming here with this.
I believe desire and will to win is everything. I don't know why I'm like I am, but my butt's always burning. There's always something say, Art, dadgummit, you're supposed to go for it. Art, dadgummit, you're supposed to be somebody. You're supposed to make a difference with your life. What does the $500,000 a year person do? The $50,000 a year person doesn't do. You look at the outside and study those two individuals, everything seems to be the same. They both are the same sex. They both are the same age. They have the same training, the same positions, the same contract, the same fringe benefits. They both are successful. They work hard. They're good family people, make tough commitments. But what's the difference? What does the $500,000 a year person do? The $50,000 a year person doesn't do. He pays the price and a little bit more. He works hard and a little bit more. He's loyal to the company and a little bit more. He bleeds and a little bit more. He makes money and a little bit more. He saves money and a little bit more. If you want to win in these United States, you got to be tough and you can't quit. The last thing I'll talk to you about today in building this winning edge is, folks, if you want to win in business, you got to be a leader. Leadership is everything. You show me anything in these United States that win, I'll show you a leader at work. You show me a successful church, Boy Scout troop, club, football team, business, I'll show you something run by a leader. See, I thought at one time in my life you had to be smart to win. I used to have these smart people that dress so pretty and talk so pretty and use these big words. They just intimidated me. And I said, Art, you can't ever be that good. Why don't you just throw in the towel and go back and coach football for a living? And I found 2 things out about smart people. I think it's almost impossible for a smart person to win in business in America today. Because I find smart people spend their whole lifetime figuring things out. They're always trying to figure out an easier way and a quicker way. And another thing I found out about smart people is they just don't get around to doing nothing. And see, somebody like Art Williams, everybody said, well, he can't do it. And somebody like that can't do it. But he does it. See, folks, I want you to know almost everybody in America almost does enough to win. They almost get there. They almost are over the hump. They almost have it going. They almost in everything they do, almost is a way of life to almost everybody in America. But the winners do it. What do? They do whatever it takes to get the job done. They do it and do it and do it and do it and do it until the job gets done. And then they talk about how great it is to be somebody they're proud of. We need leaders in America who can do it. If you want to become somebody, do it. If you want to go in business for yourself, do it. If you want to become financially independent, do it. I hear too much talk in these United States. Everybody can talk a good game. We need people in America who can do it. I go all over this country with AOEs, and I have people say, Art, do you count on me? Wonderful. Just do it. Art, I guarantee you this is my last stop. I'm going to win now. Super duper. Just do it. Art, if I can just have one good month to hit the ball, I know I can make it big. Super. Just do it. Art, if I can just pay off this debt, I can really go. Great. Just do it. Art, if I can just sell my house. Do it. The houses they selling. Do it anyway. Art, I'm not making any money. What can I do? You just do it. Do what, Art? You do it and do it and do it. Art, I can't get on this contest. Super duper. Just do it. Art, I'm over the hump now. Watch my smoke. Great. Just do it. Art, I want to make it so bad I can taste it. What I do? You just do it. Art, I'm a vice president now. Can I quit doing it? No. Art, I don't know if I can keep on keeping on. I'm really hurting what I do. You just do it. Do what, Art? You do it and do it and do it. Art, all my life I want to be somebody important. But do it then. Art, I'm going to save money so I don't have to go through this again. Great. Just do it. Art, I don't feel like I've had enough training. What I do? You just do it. Art, manager don't give no help. What I do? You just do it. Art, you don't understand. I was missing everything in my former company. You don't mean I had to start off down at the bottom to do it, do you? Yep, you really got to do it. Art, what's the primary difference between winners and losers? The winners do it. They do it and do it and do it and do it until the job gets done. And then they talk about how great it is to finally achieve something unique. And how glad they are that they didn't quit like everybody else. And how wonderful it is to finally be somebody they're proud of and make a difference with their life. Thank you.
Yeah, that gets me fired up every single time. All right, so as we transition into making calls, it is time to just do it. All right, so I know, Afani, your target is to get 15 appointments yourself. For the managers, we've got another 20 just to hit our better do, and then hopefully we make some progress beyond that. But just a reminder, right now it's right before 6 o'clock. What we're looking for in this hour is 20 to 30 calls per person and between 2 to 4 appointments booked per person. So I'm gonna launch you guys into it right now, and then we'll check in with you at 7 o'clock and see how you're doing. Alexa, unpause.